What a day today. Really, what a comeback for Steve Smith. He's someone you know very well.
Yep.
How much would that have meant to him, and what do you think, what really defined that innings?
Got a bit of Aussies cheering in the background still, but yeah, look, he's an incredibly talented guy, quite intense with how he practices. He just gets it done. He will be the first man at training and the last one to leave. He just absolutely loves the game, and the emotion that he showed here today was quite clear. So I actually thought that was there might have been a little tear there as well for him, but the situation that he faced in this Ashes first match, and the pressure that comes with it, to then go out and do what he did, just absolutely goes to show that it just means so much to him, and the circumstance of what happened in the past year or 12 months. So look, I'm incredibly proud of what he's done as a player, and I guess as a person as well, and to be able to come over in these conditions, very, very different to back home, a little slower the pitches, and then the crowds, the Barmy Army, all that stuff is, it's really impressive to see him do that in his first test match back for his country.
Where would you rank that test innings for him? That's surely got to be one of his best.
Yeah, I think it is one of his best, if not best, overall in his career so far. Just for all those reasons I've just pointed out, the circumstance of the game, the Australian team were looking like maybe making 150, and to then turn it around, some great partnerships down the lower order. Also, Travis Head, I was really impressed with the way he played actually. He came out with some really good intent, and backed up Steve Smith at the time as well. So Peter Siddle, the experience of him, just goes to show that experience does count, and especially in an Ashes series where the pressure is quite high. So look, it's definitely, it was great to watch. It was great to watch from a different perspective, and hopefully they can continue on throughout this series, because that can really hurt England. That the mind games have already started.
I mean, Australia really needed him because England bowled really well in the morning. The wickets were tumbling. What did you make of the way that England took advantage of those conditions in the morning, especially once they lost James Anderson?
Yeah, well, I thought they bowled very well. It was a bit of a worry when you didn't see James Anderson come back into the attack. So always a risk, I think, taking someone who's just come from a calf injury, hasn't played any cricket. I know he's got the stats to back himself up, but I know as a bowler you want to be playing some sort of cricket before a series like this, and yeah, it's unfortunate. You don't want to see that happen, but England had to really back it up, and Stuart Broad again against Australia bowled extremely well, and he's done that so many times. He's done it in a first game of the series on so many occasions. I remember the Gabba and 13-14 he did the same thing. He was being booed at the time, so you know, he's able to stand up and be quite resilient, and he's an incredible bowler. But yeah, I think they showed that the fuller lengths here was really important. Steve Smith did play and miss early on to Stuart Broad, which it was seeming around enough this morning. So look, they bowled well, and then I think through that middle period today, they probably just lost it a little bit. Stokes wasn't quite on the money, bowled a little bit too short and wide, or just wide in general. So Woakes was good. He's always played well here, and he's become such a good cricketer with bat and ball. So overall, I think they did a pretty good job with a man down. It's always quite difficult, and they had to stand up, and they did that. And it was Broad's 100th wicket also in an Ashes series. So he just goes to prove that he can do it day in and day out.